The phase 3 and phase 4 of digitization is already underway. The targeted date as given by the Cabinet is about December 2014. And I am sure with the support of all of you and the governments, and especially the state government of Karnataka, we should be able to go ahead in this endeavor. There needs to be a level playing field for indigenous set-top box manufacturers. Now, set-top boxes is one area which I wish to highlight in front of this gathering, that we have already invested enough in the set-top boxes. The import content is very heavy. It's about 85%. Only 15% of set-top boxes are being manufactured indigenously. I think there is a tremendous potential for the industry sitting here across the country in the entire canvas, that why can't we take up manufacturing of set-top boxes, which is of the order of about 20,000 crores. In the phase 3 and phase 4, we are going to have roughly about 11 crore set-top boxes, both for the DTH platform and the cable TV networks, which are right now being imported. I do appreciate that there are concerns regarding the taxation. I think those concerns can be addressed. We have been, in fact, proactively engaged with the industry. I have personally spoken to the Secretary of Small, Micro, Medium Enterprises sector, Department of Electronics and IT, that please tell the industry to come forward in this endeavor and let us start manufacturing set-top boxes in the country, because it's a huge opportunity and potential for skill development as well as employment also. When we talk about digitization, it has obviously successfully penetrated into the households. It has benefited the population in a significant manner in the quality of consumer services, the channels, internet, movies, games on demand, etc. We do appreciate that there are concerns between broadcasters and the multi-system operators, between multi-system operators and cable TV operators, because the subscriber base is not increasing to the same extent as the channels are increasing. We have been emphasizing that there should be transparency, there should be clarity, which is going to be a win-win situation not only for the broadcasters, but for the multi-system operators, local cable operators, and also for the government. As far as the revenues are concerned, I think the Maharashtra government has earned roughly about 25% additional revenue out of entertainment tax through the cable TV network. Similarly, if we see the revenues and the balance sheets of some of the MSOs, the carriage fee has gone down, the subscriber base has gone up. Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Mysore have been able to make a significant impact in filling up the consumer application forms, but we want that more and more cities in the country should follow suit so that it is a win-win situation for everybody. Between broadcasters and MSOs, there are issues pertaining to the interconnect agreements, revenue sharing arrangements. I think the broadcasters and MSOs need to sort that out. Should they require any help from the government, we are willing to extend any help in this regard. The biggest gain of digitization has been transparency, increasing investments including FDI, cleaner and innovative businesses. As far as engagement with the stakeholders is concerned, I can tell you that as for policy making, the Information and Broadcasting Ministry is most forthcoming in engaging in a dialogue, because we must be able to communicate. For any policy formulation, communication, striking a dialogue with the stakeholders is very essential. Kamalji pointed out several issues. Mr. Gotakara also pointed out several issues, but I think we can sit down, let us discuss, thrash out the issues, what exactly is the bottleneck, and I am sure the Government of India would be most willing to extend support in whatever form we can. We have to understand what exactly the problems are, and then we can sit down and help them resolved. We have been in engagement with the News Broadcasters Association, News Broadcasting Standards Authority, Broadcasting Content Complaints Council, because as far as media is concerned, the government is not following any policy of regulation. We feel persuasive regulation, self-regulation. That is something which is critical for the media. And we feel all of you are mature enough to ensure that the kind of content which is broadcasted should be palatable and should also not influence the society in a negative manner. As far as the film industry is concerned, I would like to point out to Kamal Hassan ji and all our film industry patrons here that a National Museum of Indian Cinema on this 100 years of Indian cinema is being set up in Mumbai. In our Directorate of Film Division, Gulshan Mahal, which is a nice building which is coming out, which will just recreate the entire Indian cinema starting from the inception when the movies of Lumiere brothers were screened. 1895 onwards till about 2013, we are trying to transcend and take away that the growth of the Indian cinema and also digitize all the movies which have already been kept in our archives. This museum is likely to be inaugurated very shortly. We are getting immense support from Department of Culture, the National Council for Science Museums, and they are curating this museum. And I am sure, given an opportunity, if you ever wish to get an opportunity to visit Mumbai, our film division office is open for all of you. Please go and visit that, and it is likely to be inaugurated maybe in a month or 2 months' time. Shooting in India. It's a beautiful country. Beautiful locations are available. Kamalji also pointed out that we should ease regulations with regard to shooting of films in India. Taking a cue from the industry, we had taken up this exercise with various ministries. The first workshop on single window clearance mechanism was organized in Delhi in July 2013. We are in the process of drawing up the standard operating procedures. In fact, last week when we were in Mumbai, the Honorable Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Mr. Manish Tiwari, also, he appealed to the film industry to come forward with their suggestions to make this single window mechanism operational. We would love to do that so that there is an institutionalized mechanism for grant of clearances as far as shooting in India is concerned, and this will also generate a lot of skill development and employment to our Indian youth. As far as the Center for Gaming and Excellence is concerned, we'll be having a workshop this afternoon. We are happy that the experts from the industry are already here. I thought this is a right opportunity for me to interact with the industry, see how best we can do it. A national gaming center, gaming, animation, visual effects center on a public-private partnership model, and see various other revenue models which could be workable. We will thrash out these details maybe in the afternoon. The 44th edition of Indian International Film Festival, IFFI, is being held in Goa in collaboration with Government of Goa from 20th to 30th November. I take this opportunity to invite all of you to kindly participate in this festival. This is going to project the best of Indian and world cinema. Besides screening of some of the best films in the world, there will be master classes, panel discussions, open forum taking on important subjects such as restoration of films, shooting in India. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a platform which INB Ministry has launched for you. Kamalji, I am grateful that you have agreed to participate and be the chief guest at that function. But kindly propagate this to the entire film industry, because we are providing just a platform. This platform is for the industry. Let the industry participants come together, discuss, deliberate, and draw out the roadmap for future. Similarly, the 18th edition of International Children Film Festival in India is being held in Hyderabad from 14th November to 20th November. We have got roughly about 850 entries. 240 entries have been shortlisted. Movies made by children. I think it's an occasion for all of us to encourage our younger generation to come forward in the art of filmmaking. And we have a special category on animation, the children who have produced films on animation, which will be screened at this festival. I urge that all of you should come forward and help our little filmmakers. Central Board of Film Certification has been a bone of contention for all of us in the film industry. There has been a lot of talk how the films are actually being certified. Let me first of all tell you that there is an independent body of Central Board of Film Certification. The government does not have any role to play. We have given almost a free hand to this body to screen the films and to certify them, whether in U category, UA category, adult category, whatever the categories may be. But it is the industry which has to take a call on this. I am happy to inform that Cinematographic Act, which is an archaic act of 1952, has been revisited by a committee headed by Justice Mudgil, the retired High Court Chief Justice of Punjab and Haryana, who had examined the various facets of certification under the Cinematographic Act, and series of recommendations have already been made, which entail constitution of advisory panels, guidelines for certifications and issues such as portrayal of women, obscenity, communal disharmony, portrayal of children, classification of films, treatment of piracy, jurisdiction of the appellate tribunal, and review of the provisions of Cinematographic Act. Ladies and gentlemen, this draft act, which is now in the form of a bill, the draft bill has been uploaded on our website of Information and Broadcasting Ministry. You are all film lovers. We would be very happy that if you can give your valuable suggestions on this draft bill before we take it through our constitutional process and the executive decision-making process to the Parliament. If there are any valuable suggestions, this is the right time to give us those suggestions. Let me conclude by saying that FICCI and all of you have provided an excellent opportunity for me to be here today and on a very interesting topic, and the deliberations that would follow, we can argue, debate, deliberate. After all, we are argumentative Indians. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.